Hello friends, today's story is from Jodhpur, Rajasthan. This incident took place on August 11th, 2020. It was around 9 a.m. in the morning. In Jodhpur city, famously known as the Sun City, a municipal team was cleaning a sewage treatment plant in the Nandri area. This treatment plant is located behind the Nandri cowshed. During the cleaning, the workers noticed a plastic sack among the garbage. When the sack was opened, everyone was shocked. Inside it were 2 severed human hands and 2 legs. Seeing such a horrifying sight, the workers were filled with fear and panic. They immediately informed the police control room. Within minutes, the Banad police station team arrived at the scene. The plant's supervisor, Poonam Chand Valmiki, and operator Papu Mandal told the police that while cleaning the tank, they found the sack containing severed human body parts. On the sack, written in red and white letters, was Bhagyalakshmi Textiles Cloth Merchant, Anandpur Kalu, District Pali. When the police opened the sack, they found 2 severed human hands and 2 legs inside. This was a very serious case, so the police immediately informed senior officials. Soon, Jodhpur's DCP East Dharmendra Singh Yadav, ADCP East Bhagchan Mandor, ACP Rajendra Dawakar, and Banad Station Officer Ashok Anjana also arrived at the location. After examining the severed limbs, the officials suspected they belonged to a male and had been cut using a sharp cutter or machine. It was clear this was a brutal murder, and the body had been chopped into pieces and discarded. But the biggest challenge for the police was this. With only hands and legs, identifying the victim was nearly impossible. Without identification, the case could not move forward. So the police called in the dog squad and the FSL Forensic Science Lab team. But even then, no clue was found that could reveal whose body it was or who had committed the murder. For the time being, the police sent the severed limbs to the mortuary of MGH Hospital in Jodhpur. Now the most urgent task was to find the victim's head and torso. To do this, the police began searching the sewer lines connected to the treatment plant using jet machines. Along with examining nearby areas, wireless messages were sent to other districts to gather any missing persons information. While the police were deeply involved in the investigation, another update came at around 4 p.m. that same evening. Another sack had been found in a different sewage line of the treatment plant. When that sack was opened, inside it was a severed. After the human head was found, police officers once again reached the sewage plant. The plastic bag in which the human head was discovered had the name and address of a shop from Murda City in Nagaur district printed on it. After necessary investigations and formalities, the police secured the severed head in the hospital mortuary. Based on the report filed by ASI Govardhan Ram, Banad police registered a case against unknown persons for murder and destruction of evidence. Due to the seriousness and sensational nature of the case, a special investigation team, SITE, was formed under the orders of the police commissioner. The site included ADC Bhagchand, ACP Rajendra Dawakar, Banad Station Officer Ashok Anjana, and Dangyawa Station Officer Leelaram. Now the police's most urgent task was to find the torso of the person whose head had been found. To do this, the team began an intensive search using machines in the sewage channels leading to the sewage plant, hoping to recover the remaining body parts. That very night, Jodhpur police received information from Nagaur district that a young man named Charan Singh, also known as Sushil Chaudhary, had been missing since August 10th, 2020. His family had already filed a missing persons report at Murda City Police Station. When Jodhpur police obtained Charan Singh's photograph and compared it with the image of the severed head found in the sewage, the features matched. Following this, Jodhpur police informed the Murda City Police and called the deceased's family. The next day, on August 12, 2020, the body parts were identified. The victim was confirmed to be 27-year-old Charan Singh, also known as Sushil Jat, a resident of Kakarki village in Nagaur district. The identification was made by his maternal cousin, Rajendra Golia, who informed the police that Charan Singh had recently been appointed as an assistant agriculture officer in the Rajasthan government, His posting was in Kudiala village, Dagana Tehsil, Nagaur district. He had left home on August 10th, but never returned. Once the identification was confirmed, the investigation gained momentum. Police began a detailed inquiry with the deceased's family to determine the motive and identify the culprits. During questioning, it was revealed that Charan Singh had been married to Seema, daughter of Pokar Ram Jat from Barunda in 2013. However, the post-marriage ritual, Gauna, had not yet taken place. Discussions were ongoing regarding the Gauna at the time of his disappearance. It also came to light that there was a dispute between Charan Singh and his in-laws over a lime kiln located in Barunda. Charan's father, Nimaram, had been working at Pokar Ram's lime kiln in Barunda for many years. During this time, the two families grew close, and eventually, Nimaram arranged Charan's marriage with Pokar Ram's daughter, Seema. Some time ago, Pokar Ram suffered a stroke and was no longer able to manage the kiln. As a result, Nimaram took over full responsibility for running it. This led to disagreements between Nimaram and Pokar Ram regarding ownership of the kiln. While Nimaram wanted his son's Gauna to be performed, Pokar Ram's family insisted that the ownership issue must be resolved first. Meanwhile, the police received news of a shocking and brutal murder. While the police were trying to get to the bottom of the case and identify the culprits, they were simultaneously searching the sewage lines and pipes connected to the Jodhpur sewage plant for Charan Singh's torso. During this time, the police found another crucial clue, an abandoned motorcycle near a public park in Murda city. Upon investigation, it was confirmed to be Charan Singh's. Police then reviewed the CCTV footage from cameras around the park. In the footage, two young women dressed in salwar suits were seen parking the bike around 4:50 p.m. on August 10th. This discovery raised suspicion that Charan Singh's murder might be linked to his in-laws. The police expanded their investigation beyond Jodhpur's Nandri area to include Murda and Barunda. With the help of the cyber team, they also gathered technical data, which strengthened the investigation. Soon the case began to unravel. Police conducted in-depth interrogations of Charan Singh's wife Seema, her two sisters, one brother-in-law, and several people associated with the lime kiln. Once all evidence and testimonies were collected, the police arrested 4 individuals on August 13, 2020, in connection with the murder of Assistant Agriculture Officer Charan Singh, alias Sushil Chaudhary. The arrested individuals were his 23-year-old wife, Seema, her 2 elder sisters, 25-year-old Priyanka and 27-year-old Babita, Priyanka's boyfriend, Biaram Jat. Biaram was a resident of Kantia village in Kimsar police jurisdiction, while the 3 sisters were from Dango Kidani in Barunda. Shockingly, all 3 sisters were married, but Seema's Gauna had still not been performed. After their arrest, when police questioned them strictly, they admitted to their involvement in the murder and revealed the location of the rest of the body. Based on their statements, the police searched a drain in the 9-mile area of Mandor that same evening and recovered Charan Singh's torso. What came out during police interrogation was both horrifying and heartbreaking, a story straight out of a movie filled with thrill, mystery, love, and deep hatred. It was a real-life story where 3 biological sisters conspired and brutally murdered their own sister's husband. This entire plot revolved around just 5 people. Husband Charan Singh, Seema's sisters Priyanka and Babita, Priyanka's boyfriend Biaram, who was 15 years older than her. The case was not only shocking, but also deeply disturbing. No one could have imagined that 3 educated young women, each with dreams and a desire for freedom, could commit such a heinous crime. They played a dangerous game that sent shockwaves through the entire region. These 3 sisters were free-spirited and wanted to live life on their own terms, but then it seemed like there was an obstacle in their path, so they took such a drastic step that no one had ever imagined. So friends, let's move forward in this story and understand the details of this crime. But before that, please subscribe to our channel, like and share this video, and don't forget to leave your opinion about this incident in the comments at the end of the video. Now let's talk about the family background. These three sisters were the daughters of Pokhar Ram, a resident of Dango village in the town of Barunda, Rajasthan. Pokhar Ram had 7 daughters and 1 son. He used to run a lime kiln in the village, which earned him a decent income. With this income, he managed to get all 7 daughters married. 4 of them were happily living in their respective homes, but the married lives of the other 3 daughters, Seema, Priyanka, and Babita, didn't go well. Priyanka and Babita had even severed ties with their husbands. The youngest daughter, Seema, got married in 2013 to Charan Singh, alias Sushil, the son of Nemaram Jat from Mirta city in Nagaur district. However, the Gauna, a traditional ceremony after which the bride starts living with her husband, had not yet taken place, so Seema hadn't moved to her in-laws' house. All 3 sisters were educated and wanted to become independent. Seema had studied to become a veterinary assistant and was working in that field. Babita had completed an A&M nursing course, though she hadn't secured a government job yet and was preparing for the Patwari Land Records Officer exam. Priyanka had studied up to graduation and was associated with a multi-level marketing (MLM) company. She sold beauty and health-related products like creams, powders, and tonics online from home and earned money through it. Piaram, a resident of Kantia village under the Kisar police station in Nagaur district, was also involved in the same work with Priyanka. This led to their acquaintance, and gradually they became good friends and eventually fell in love. Piaram was a former army man and about 15 years older than Priyanka, but the age gap didn't come in the way of their love, and they continued to stay in touch. Both Priyanka and Babita were living separately from their husbands and had rented a house together in the Nandri area of Jodhpur city. Meanwhile, Babita's marriage was being arranged elsewhere, offering her a fresh start. Charan Singh was a bright and hard-working young man. He passed his 10th and 12th grades with good marks and then started his BSc studies. During his studies, he married Seema. After completing his education, he started working as a senior research fellow (SRF) at the Agriculture University in Mandore, Jodhpur. Alongside this job, he continued preparing for competitive exams to secure a better position. Eventually, his hard work paid off, and he was selected as an officer in a national bank. His first posting was in Ayodhya, Uttar Pradesh, where he worked for about 10 to 12 months. During this time, he was also selected for the post of Assistant Agriculture Officer in the Rajasthan government's Agriculture Department. He joined the new government job on May 23, 2020. By now, he was 27 years old, and 7 years had passed since his marriage, but he still hadn't been able to live with his wife. His family often brought up the topic of Seema's Gauna, hoping she would finally come live with him, but Seema always found a way to avoid it. Although Seema was now 23 years old, the couple could never live together. Being husband and wife, Charan would sometimes talk to Seema over the phone. Seema would usually laugh and talk sweetly, but whenever the topic of Gauna came up, she would get angry. Charan was a cheerful, understanding man with a government job, yet Seema never liked him. It's said that Seema was inclined toward women and maintained a distance from men. She was reportedly in a close relationship with another woman, which made her adamant about not going to her in-laws' home. Frustrated by Seema's behavior, Charan allegedly started flirting with her elder sister Priyanka. Due to their brother-in-law and sister-in-law relationship, Priyanka couldn't openly object but was deeply troubled. When Charan's family increased the pressure regarding the Gauna, Seema told her sisters that she would do anything but would never go with that man. Hearing this, Priyanka and Babita tried to calm her and said, "You don't need to take your own life. Instead, we'll get rid of the man who's troubling you." And so the 3 sisters began plotting Charan Singh's murder. After days of planning, they bought an electric grinder cutter machine and kept it at Priyanka and Babita's house in Jodhpur. As per their plan, Seema called Charan Singh to Jodhpur on August 10th. He came on his bike, and Seema, waiting for him, took him to her sister's house in Nandri. They chatted normally for some time, then offered him alcohol. Later, they gave him a cold drink laced with sleeping pills. Once he was unconscious, they injected him with anesthesia to ensure he didn't regain consciousness. Then, The three sisters strangled him to death and cut his body into 6 pieces using the electric grinder cutter machine. They stuffed the body parts into 3 bags and hid them in different locations. While cutting the body, blood had spread across the floor, so they thoroughly cleaned every corner of the house. They locked the house from outside and left for Barunda on Charan's bike. They dropped Seema off there, and Priyanka and Babita went to Murta City, where they parked the bike outside a public park. From there, they took a bus back to Jodhpur. They only had 1 scooter, which wasn't safe for transporting body parts. So Priyanka called her lover Biaram, made up an urgent excuse, and asked him to come with his car. When Biaram arrived on the night of August 10th, Priyanka and Babita revealed the truth, that they had killed Charan and stored the body parts in bags. They asked for his help in disposing of the bags. Biaram was horrified and refused to be part of the crime. But the sisters threatened him, saying if he didn't help, they would end their lives and leave a suicide note blaming him. Frightened by the threat, Biaram finally agreed. He placed the bags containing the body parts in his car. Priyanka and Babita sat in the front seat. 2 bags containing the head and limbs were dumped into a sewer line about 100 meters from their house. The 3rd bag, which had the torso, was supposed to be dumped near the Radhanada police line drain, but due to police barricading, they changed the route and threw the bag into a drain on Nagaur Road. They returned to Nandri. That night, Priyanka asked Biaram to stay over, saying she was scared, but he refused and left. On August 11th, during the cleaning of the sewage treatment plant behind the cowshed in Nandri, 2 bags with the head and limbs were found. Later, on August 13th, after the arrest of all 4 accused, the 3rd bag containing the torso was recovered. On August 14th, a medical team of 5 doctors conducted a post-mortem on the 6 body parts at Jodhpur's MGH hospital. DNA samples from each part confirmed they belonged to the same person. The 3 sisters were so cunning that when news of Charan's disappearance spread on social media and a missing persons report was filed in Murta City Police Station, they called his relatives pretending to be unaware, even asking innocently if they knew where Charan had gone. But when police interrogated the 3 sisters separately on August 12th, they confidently tried to mislead the investigators. Eventually, after Biaram was taken into custody and confronted with CCTV footage and other evidence, the truth came out. They confessed to killing Charan Singh and dumping his body in the sewer. Seema hated her husband so much that she decided to eliminate him. In pursuit of her freedom and desire to live on her own terms, she committed this horrifying crime and ruined the lives of her 2 elder sisters and 1 sister's lover. These 3 women, whose marriages had failed, gave their aging father Pokar Ram a pain that will haunt him for the rest of his life. Friends, the purpose of telling this story is not to hurt or disturb anyone, but to raise awareness and alert you to the realities of life. What are your thoughts on this entire incident? Please share in the comments. Also, let us know where you're watching this video from. If you appreciated our effort, do like and share the video, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so. Thank you.